My hands are literally shaking as I type this out because Heather Armstrong is officially the most terrifying, unhinged, and brilliant villain we have ever seen on this show. I cannot believe what just went down at Orpheus. It was supposed to be a normal scene. Just a normal, boring day at the cafe with people sipping their lattes and eating their little pastries. But no, the writers decided to drop a nuclear bomb on our hearts and shatter my entire nervous system. I am pacing around my living room trying to process the sheer magnitude of the disaster that is about to hit Martin and Smitty. Let me back up. Let me just take a deep breath and try to form a coherent sentence because my brain is going a million miles an hour. Okay, Smitty, our dear, ambitious, reckless, beautiful Smitty, he has been obsessed with this red market plasma ring story, and we all know why, right? He wants that journalism award. He is hungry for it. He wants the glory, he wants the recognition, and he wants to take down the bad guy. It is noble, yes, but he is playing with absolute fire. He is poking a sleeping dragon with a very short stick. And the worst part, the absolute most infuriating part of all of this, he doesn't even realize the dragon is sitting right across the table. Picture this scene with me. Smitty and Martin are just hanging out at Orpheus. They are being their usual cute selves, probably stressing about Martin's political campaign, and Smitty is rambling on and on about his big scoop. And then in walks Heather, sweet, innocent, blonde Heather, Joey's sister, the woman who looks like she wouldn't hurt a fly, dressed like she just came from a Sunday brunch. But we know the truth. We know she is the Impaler, the ruthless, cold-blooded leader of the International Plasma Ring, the woman who orders hits without blinking. And she just casually inserts herself into their conversation. I was yelling at my television, Smitty, run. Martin, grab your husband and run for your lives. But no, they don't run. They sit there. They talk to her. Heather's playing them like a cheap fiddle. She is batting her eyelashes, acting so incredibly interested in Smitty's work. Oh, you are an investigative journalist? How fascinating. Tell me more. UGA. It makes me physically sick to watch. But also, I have to admit, I am kind of amazed. Her manipulation skills are off the damn charts. She is gathering highly classified intel right under their noses. And Smitty, the great award-winning investigative journalist, doesn't suspect a single thing. How blind can you be, Smitty? You are looking right into the eyes of the monster you are trying to hunt. And then the moment that actually made my heart drop into my stomach, the moment I had to pause the episode and just stare at the wall for 10 minutes, Martin. Oh, Martin. Sweet, protective, fiercely loyal, absolute fool of a husband. Martin, he ruins everything. He is just trying to be a supportive partner, right? He wants to show off his man to this nice, blonde lady. He wants to show how proud he is. So what does he do? He opens his big, beautiful mouth and spills the biggest, most dangerous secret in all of Fairmont Crest. He tells Heather, sweet, innocent, deadly Heather, that he fully supports Smitty and Jacob hunting the Impaler to the very bitter end. But wait, it gets so much worse. I am hyperventilating just thinking about it again. He doesn't just say they are hunting her. He drops a literal atomic bomb on the conversation. Martin casually mentions at Orpheus, out in the open to a complete stranger, that Jacob Hawthorne found a DNA sample of the Impaler at the plasma warehouse. I gasped. I literally choked on my own spit. Did he just say that? Did he just hand the serial killer the exact highly classified evidence the police have on her? Yes. Yes, he did. Martin, what is wrong with you? You just signed your husband's death warrant. You just put a massive target on Jacob's back. And the camera pans to Heather. Oh my God. The acting in this scene is phenomenal. Give Ashley Jones an Emmy right now. I am serious. She keeps that sweet, gentle, angelic smile plastered on her face. Her eyes are wide and innocent. Oh, wow. DNA? That is so impressive for the police. she probably says in that sickeningly sweet voice. But beneath the table, out of sight from Martin and Smitty, her hand clenches into a tight, white-knuckled fist. The sheer rage, the absolute unadulterated fury radiating from her in that micro-expression, it was chilling. I had goosebumps all over my arm. She is a predator, and Martin just poked her right in the eye. She activated her dangerous mode right then and there, and nobody even noticed. Let's pause and think about Jacob for a second, because my heart is breaking. Jacob has been losing his mind over this case. He is suffering from severe PTSD. He has survivor's guilt over Derek taking that bullet for him. And he is barely holding his marriage to Naomi together because of his obsession. He is desperate to catch the Impaler. And he actually did it. He found her DNA. That is the missing link. That is the golden ticket to putting her behind bars forever. But now Heather knows. Heather knows that Jacob has the one thing that can destroy her international empire. She knows the walls are closing in on her. And a cornered animal is the most dangerous kind of animal. Jacob is in so much danger now, and he doesn't even know that Martin leaked his top secret police findings. So what does Heather do? Does she panic? Does she run back to London and hide? No, she is the Impaler. She pivots. I can practically see the gears turning in her twisted, brilliant, psychopathic mind. She realizes she can't just kill Smitty right there in the cafe. That would be too messy. And she knows Joey warned her to stay away from a politician's family. If she outright murders Martin's husband, Joey will kill her with his bare hands, and she knows it. So she comes up with a new plan, a darker, more sinister, absolutely terrifying plan. Listen to this, because I am losing my mind over how evil this is. She decides to pose as an anonymous source. She is going to contact Smitty and offer him exclusive bombshell documents about the red market. The ultimate scoop, the holy grail for his journalism award. She knows exactly what makes Smitty tick. She knows his ego, she knows his ambition, and she is using it against him. Smitty is going to be so blinded by his own desire to win that award that he won't even question it. He is going to walk right into her trap with a massive smile on his face. He thinks he is getting the story of the century. He thinks he is about to become a local legend in the DMV. He is probably already drafting his acceptance speech in his head, but he is just walking into a spider's web. Heather isn't going to give him any document. She is going to destroy whatever evidence he thinks he's getting. And worse, she is going to kidnap him. Yes, a kidnapping. I am calling it right now. She is going to lure him to some abandoned warehouse or a creepy basement, and she is going to take him hostage. She needs to know exactly what Jacob knows. She can't just kill Smitty. He is too valuable alive right now. She needs to interrogate him. She needs to find out where that DNA sample is being held, who else knows about it, and how close the police actually are to running a match. She is turning the hunter into the prey. Smitty is going to be locked in the dark, tied to a chair, at the absolute mercy of a psychopath who extracts plasma for a living. Do you understand how terrifying that is? She could drain his blood just for fun. I am so mad at Smitty right now. Like, I love him. He is a great character. But come on. You are an investigative journalist. You are supposed to be smart. You are supposed to verify your sources. How do you not see the massive glaring red flag? How do you not realize that this anonymous source popping up right after you talked about DNA in a public cafe is too good to be true? He is letting his ego blind him completely. He wants that award so badly that he is ignoring basic safety protocol. And Martin, oh my God, Martin is going to absolutely shatter when he realizes what he has done. When Smitty goes missing, Martin is going to replay that conversation at Orpheus in his head 1,000,000 times. He is going to realize that his loose lips caused his husband to be kidnapped by a serial killer. The guilt is going to eat him alive. He just won his primary election. They were supposed to be celebrating, and now their lives are about to turn into a literal horror movie. I want to reach through my television screen and shake both of them. What is going to happen next? I am losing my mind trying to predict this. Is Heather going to torture Smitty? Will she send a ransom note to Martin? And what about Joey? Oh my God, Joey is going to absolutely explode when he finds out what his sister has done. Joey explicitly told her not to touch Smitty. If Joey finds out she kidnapped him, it is going to be an all-out sibling war. Joey might actually have to team up with the police to take down his own sister. And Jacob, when Smitty goes missing, Jacob is going to know immediately that the Impaler is behind it. He is going to realize his DNA secret was leaked. Jacob is going to go completely rogue. He is already on the edge, but this is going to push him right over the cliff. He will tear Fairmont Crest apart brick by brick to find Smitty and take down Heather. It is going to be an absolute bloodbath. I cannot wait for the next episode. I need answers now. I need to know how Smitty gets lured in. I need to see the look on his face when he realizes the anonymous source is the sweet blonde lady from the cafe. The betrayal, the shock, the pure terror. This show is taking years off my life, I swear, but I am so here for it. Heather is playing a game of chess while everyone else is playing checkers, and it is horrifyingly brilliant to watch. Pray for Smitty, guys. He is going to need a miracle to survive this.